be elected?
What I will deliver for the community is we will finalise our town planning scheme. The whole idea, I was charged with bringing in one town planning scheme to bring both Bowen and Whitsunday together. This has got stalled at the end by some of my fellow councillors. What that will do is open the door up for investors and developers to come into our region and provide jobs and growth, and our community is crying out for jobs. So that is one of the things. The other opportunity is to finalise and continue to deliver an international airport and a transport intermodal hub. That will provide benefits for the whole region, for each of our townships, because it's not just tourism on top of the plain. It's the aquaculture, agriculture and the horticulture that will go on the bottom. It's about job creation. It's instead of us sending our produce down south and flying it out of Toowoomba or shipping it somewhere, we can do all of that locally. So the value add to our region will be enormous. And what I think we've got to do is look at growing our economy, because we're losing all of our youth. They have no job opportunities. Even our mums and dads now are faced with confronting issues as to long-term employment. Other issues that I've looked at, I've worked very hard over the last couple of years engaging with international investors. Now they're the ones that have the money to invest in our region. I was very fortunate last year in September to accompany the Premier to China and Japan on a trade mission. It's all about working with the communities that want to come to our region and working with the people that can bring value to our community. So I will progress continually down that track, and I've spent a lot of hours doing that job that I haven't been out and about, but there's a lot of work involved. But what we need to do now is, because we have got a sound financial position, is to look at what we can do more for the community, which actually delivers for the community, but actually delivers for the visitors. And that's about enhancing our entrance statements more. If you look at how Airlie Beach even used to look, 8 years ago, the entrances were pristine. We need to re-establish that, and obviously that's at a cost. And just value add to what we've got to enhance it so that the community feels that they're getting benefits as well. So my focus is to do that. It's also to look at a rate review and to look at our water charging. These have been very controversial issues over the 4-year term. There were changes that had to be made with the financial position we're in, but there are also changes that needed to be made, because what happened was we became from 2 individual councils to 1 council. It wasn't fair that one council paid the lion's share of the other council's responsibilities. So what I've introduced is parity, which is not an accepted word in some communities, but it's to ensure that everyone is treated equally and fairly, and if you use the product, you pay for the product. And it can be controversial, but at the end of the day, whether you've earned your money or whether you don't have any money, we all have to pay our way through in life. And I think it doesn't matter where you live, you have to pay your way. So they're things that I will be looking over over the future, but also to engage with the community and develop a community plan. Where do you want to see Airlie Main Street? Where do you want to see Airlie Esplanade go? How do we want to redevelop Proserpine Main Street? Do we want to look at the Peter Faust Stand and ramping that up? When you go to Collinsville, how do we attract more visitors? We've got an RV friendly status there as well. Do we need to be looking at more diverse crops or product there? And when we go to Bowen, you've got an absolutely untapped tourism, beautiful beaches, beautiful seafood, all of these wonderful things that we need to value add. So that's where I'll be travelling over the next 4 years, should I be fortunate to get your vote.
And where can people get in touch with you to either reach out or see you prior to the polling day?
Look, I'm going to be out and about, but the best way to contact me would be either to phone myself, 0417 452 003, or just send me a message through Facebook. I'm happy to either meet you or get together with groups of people and express some comments on any issue that you may have concerns about, or just to provide clarification, because there's been, over the past 4 years, a lot of misinformation out there, and it's been very difficult to set the record straight. Many of the issues that you'll see on Facebook or in the media will have one line, a very negative one line, and it takes us to respond to that several paragraphs, which never get to the paper and never get printed. So if you've got a really pressing issue, or even if it's not pressing, but it's a priority to you, I welcome the question and I look forward to providing you a factual and honest response.